What is going on, members of the Shy Guys squad? My name is Dan, otherwise known as Danekii, and welcome back to another Citra quality Wi-Fi battle. I know it's been a while. There will be another video soon because there's happened something very interesting I want to talk to you guys about in a separate video. But this video right here is a Citra quality Wi-Fi battle against my good friend Ace Trainer Reuniclus, otherwise known as Mr. Disowned, on my Discord, which I will have a link to in the description down below, so be sure to check that out. But as you guys can see right here, we're taking on Reuniclus. I'm using my RU team that I've been using a little bit in the past with my Reuniclus, Emboar, Snorlax, Nidoqueen, Milotic, and Clayman, and my opponent has a Zoroark, Vileplume, Nidoqueen, Danekii, Bronzong, and a Hawlucha. Just a quick team recap, and with that being said, let's check out how this battle went. So my boy Reuniclus has been styling himself up and been getting ready for this battle, really. He's been wanting to see this for a while, so shout out to you, Reuniclus. But I'm going to lead off with my Neospatian Glow Moss right here. This battle is sped up by about 130% just to let you guys know. He leads off with Square Up, which I'm just thinking, yeah, this is not Hawlucha. He goes for Knockoff, and I make that turn 1 prediction. As he goes for the Knockoff, I take a huge chunk of damage, but you know what, it is worth it. I click the Focus Blast, we land the Focus Blast turn 1 against the Hawlucha, which is a Psych. It's actually a Zoroark, and we get that illusion pull off turn 1, because to me it felt too obvious leading Zoroark disguised as a fighting type. It felt too unreal, to be honest. I think if he actually led Hawlucha, I would have been psyched out of way. I would have been so much more screwed. But I think I would have latched onto it pretty quickly. As he goes for Ice Beam on my Snorlax, that does nothing. I'm gonna pull a double from my Snorlax now back or into Emboar, expecting him to swap out, but my opponent chooses to go for the optimal play, going for the Sludge Wave, doing as much damage as possible, rendering now my Emboar pretty much useless. So I'm going to have to triple into Shadow Mist my Milotic, which is just my bulky tank of the team that can take basically any hit that it wants to, pretty well as seeing as a Sheer Force boosted Sludge Wave did almost 50%. And my opponent goes for Stealth Rocks here, predicting me to recover, so he made a very, very nice play right there. And, you know, I don't know what to say about it, to be honest. He just made a really nice prediction on me, and it's kind of unfortunate. We get our health all the way back up, though, which is important. And he's going to go for another Sludge Wave, pulling us back down to about 50%. But this is fine as I go for the Ice Beam, and takes him to about 50%. But, of course, this means I can know... I think I outsped it, actually. No, never mind. Speed time, maybe? Question mark? I guess I missed it a little bit. But he does knock out my Milotic, which is very unfortunate because my one of my checks to Hawlucha is actually dead now. So that's kind of unfortunate. But I send in my Divine Wind, my Clayman, and he's going to withdraw because he wants to preserve his Nidoqueen. So he's going into no flying move the Bronzong, because flying is pretty heavy in RU right now. With Swellow going around with Boom Burst and I guess the Guts Brave Bird set. I don't know. I honestly am not too familiar with RU. I'm just playing basically what I see as Gen 6 UU. So I'm gonna go for Leech Seed right here, as he's just gonna go straight for the Boom, and I was like, oh, okay then. And as much as I want to use Boom as thumbnail, I've used it so many times that I can't feel like doing it again. And the normal gem goes off, increasing the damage of Boom even more, but Clayman is a boss and takes it like an absolute champion. And with that, he's going to send up Square Up the Hawlucha, the actual Hawlucha this time. And right now, I have to click Seed Flare. I have to click Seed Flare, and I have to land Seed Flare, because my moveset consists of Seed Flare, Earth Power, Leech Seed, and Synthesis. And Seed Flare is the only thing that can break this Hawlucha sub. It guaranteed breaks it, but I have to land at least 3 in a row, which is a scary thought. So my opponent is going to go for yet another substitute, and honestly I'm surprised that this thing isn't running the Figy berry or any other one of those like 50% berries, because he would have gotten the utility of the Hawlucha more, but I suppose the Citrus pops at 50%, so that's always something, I suppose. As he's going to go for the third substitute right now, get that Citrus berry pulled off, and he's going to pop behind the substitute again. But you'll see that this, I mean, we're lucky and bad, landing 3 Seed Flares in a row, making sure that this thing can't utilize its little unburden trick, I suppose, with unburden acrobatics, just not being able to outspeed. So Clayman being an absolute dawn right there. But would be nice to have something to take flying fighting coverage as Shaman just gonna drop, because I couldn't swap out, because if he decided to click substitute again, I would have been screwed. So I go into Saphira here, probably my best bet at taking a hit from Hawlucha, and it actually works to force him out, which means his unburdened thing is at least gone. And I think I clicked Ice Beam right here, even though I should have clicked Sludge Wave, because I'm guaranteed Sludge Wave would have killed it regardless. So I go for an Ice Beam right here, and wow, we're closing in on the battle's end already. Interesting. This was a really fast game, actually. So I go for Sludge Wave right here to see the damage. I didn't get a crit. He goes for Earth Power with the Diancie. We're going really fast-paced this battle here. I feel really bad for not being able to keep up. But he does a bit above half, and I think I click Sludge Wave again here, because if I click Earth Power, I make a huge misplay. Even though he swapped out Nidoqueen, yes. So I did click Sludge Wave, even though I could have clicked Earth Power, but then he would have swapped into Hawlucha, and it would have been a bad thing, because Saphira would have been unhealthy. There was a lot of thoughts that came into like my plays here, but I'm very far behind in terms of play right now, so I have to get past this Nidoqueen. That's the first step. And I sent in Glowmoss because I knew there was no more utility for it left. It was way too low in health, and I just couldn't recover it. So I go into my Choice Banded Emboar right here, and this is where the game, now I remember why it's so short, this is where the game is basically over. I'm Choice Banded, which means, well, I'm choiced, he knows that. He doesn't know what choice I am, but he knows I'm choiced. He goes into the Hawlucha, he knows I'm choiced, so he can sub up freely. I have to go into something, because if I stay in, I just, lose. So he's gonna pop... Oh, I guess he didn't. I guess he just kind of Okos everything with Acrobatics from this point. Yeah. So I go into Clayman right here, which is my Snorlax, which at this very given point, I wish I was Chople instead of Figy. But what can you do? Or if he missed high jump kick, the game would have lasted a bit longer, but that would have been hacks, and it would have been unfortunate, but that's just how the game goes. So he is going to sweep me right here with a Hawlucha at the end. Very nice, clean late game from my opponent's side. As he's going to pick up the 3-0 victory. It was a really close game, and the one thing that just set the stage was that Acrobatics, Hawlucha, which ended up just, cleaning up at the end there. Which, very unfortunate for me, but that's just how the game is played. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like. There'll be another one very soon. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or if it'll be across the weekend. I'm not entirely sure just yet. But I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Leave a like if you did. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys thought. And I'll cover the rest of it in the update video. Thank y'all for watching. Like, comment, sub, and all that stuff. And with that being said, I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!